officials, please follow their example and be a positive force for your school and hometown.
As soon as they are home, please, whoever then is present, honor and introduce
It is an honor to introduce the starter for today's visitors, Vestal. Number 1, Kendall Brady. Number 4, Aubrey Winner. Number 5, Delaney Williams. Number 7, Haley Began. Number 8, Audra Muskowski. Number 16, Grace Haven. Number 18, Adrian Mays. Number 24, Avery Tanton. Number 29, Lily Carey. Number 33, Madison Lilly. And number 52, Jalen Hurley. They are coached by Vicki Sachs. Now for the starters for today's home team, Pittsford Mendon. Number 2, Tessa Gerstner. Number 3, Helen Van Dam. Number 6, Sophia Albano. Number 8, Caroline Mike. Number 9, Liz Calamel. Number 11, Libby Duquette. Number 14, Ella Payray. Number 8, Lily Fantuzzo. Number 18, Aiden Desirek. Number 22, Eleanor Martin. And number 50, Morgan Paranello. The Vikings are led by head coach Aaron Carpenter, assisted by Aaron Monaghan. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Fans, just a reminder, artificial noisemakers are not allowed, so please refrain from using them.
The Vestal Golden Bears are already on the field. They are representing Section 4, that's down by Binghamton. And now Pittsford Mendon is taking the field. They represent Section 5. And the game has begun. When the ball goes out of bounds, the ball is put on the spot where the ball went out of bounds. The ball can be hit in, and now the ball can also just be carried in. If the ball goes out of bounds over the end line, the ball is brought up, straight up from where it went out of bounds at the 16-yard line. For those that haven't seen the game before, the field is as long as a football field and as wide as a soccer field. When the ball is put in play after a foul, the other team must be at least 5 yards away. If the ball gets lifted, sometimes it's at the discretion of the official. It can be called for a lifted ball. If there's no one in the way, it could be let go. It appeared the ball went off the foot of the opponent. When the foul occurs inside the 25, there's a rule that says the ball must go 5 yards before it can enter the scoring circle. And the ball just went off the leg of one of the Vestal players inside the scoring circle, and so a corner is being awarded. At this point in time, Vestal will have a goalie and any 4 people on their team representing their team on defense. Pittsford Mendon will have everybody be outside the circle until the ball is inserted. The ball must come out of the circle and come back in before it can go towards the goal. It's out. It's in. If the ball goes out of bounds over the end line by the defense, one of the newer rules is that the ball comes up to the 25-yard line and gets restarted. Some nice tight stick work going up the side. You may have noticed it went off of the leg of the Pittsford Mendon player. The official puts her arm up to show everyone that she saw the foul, but there's no need to blow the whistle if Vestal can keep control of the ball, which they did. This is where they're back up at the 25-yard line, inside the 25. Remember, the ball's got to go at least 5 yards before it can enter the circle. For those of you more inclined to watch soccer, field hockey got rid of offsides a long time ago. One of the complaints of field hockey is that there wasn't enough scoring, so they eliminated offsides in the hopes that there would be higher scoring. So if you see someone parked down in front of the opponent's goalkeeper, it's called a cherry picker. Ball hit the foot of a Pittsford player. It'll be a corner. It's now the Mendon goalie plus any 4 people on her team. Lately, players at the higher levels and now the high school level have time to go and get face masks on. Ball is out of the circle, needs to get in. When the official crosses her arms like that, it's an obstruction. It means that a player cut in front of another player in order for her teammate to be successful. Other sports encourage protecting the ball or having a teammate kind of run interference, but for field hockey, the ball is supposed to be available for both teams. On that last corner play, people may have been concerned that the Vestal players 3 in a row missed the ball. I personally think it was probably a prearranged play. And they were expecting to go over to the fourth person. Ball went out of bounds over the end line. It comes all the way back up to the 25, opposite where it went out of bounds. The ball has to go 5 yards. Mm-hmm. Now the ball went off the Vestal player, and you notice the play continued. The official is doing what's called holding the whistle. If the team fouled against can keep possession of the ball instead of blowing the whistle, they will hold the whistle and let play continue. There's almost 30 seconds left in the first quarter. During the COVID season, there was no spectators or limited spectators. And so for those that haven't seen hockey for the last couple years, we now do quarters, 15-minute quarters. And there's only 2 minutes in between. And while they have this 2-minute break, we will break for a commercial.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
So in addition to having the 4 quarters instead of 2 halves, the other thing that got changed, there are no timeouts. So the time between the quarters and the time at halftime is critical for the team to gather with the coach and to make adjustments. And once they're back on the field, they are pretty much figuring it out together as a team. The teams will go in the same direction for the second quarter. The team that started with the ball the first quarter will also start with the ball the second quarter. After halftime, they will switch ends, and the team that did not start first and second quarter with the ball will have the chance to start the third and fourth quarter with the ball. The opponent needs to be 5 yards away. The ball is at the 50-yard line, which is the middle of the field. The team with the balls may not cross the center line until the ball has been touched. Different teams have different styles of what to do on this particular play. Some will go back, some will go back and then over, and others immediately send it long. Vestal seems to be having some success coming down the left wing, the left side of the field. Right now the ball is at the 10, sideline. Being sent back to a teammate at the 30. She's found a teammate at the top of the circle. We haven't mentioned it yet, but in order for a goal to count, the ball has to have been touched at some point in time by the stick of an attacker or the attacking team. Right there we had the ball hit the stick of a Vestal player. It got deflected high in the air. And I believe it's for the first time Mendon has chosen to do a lifted ball to start play. They have to make sure no one's ducking because they've done it too low. Ball's gotten switched from the right back of Mendon way over to the left side of Vestal. But Mendon has the ball and is coming back in. The left wing has passed it to her center. She's gone across the field, but it's taken by the Mendon player. She's done the 5 yards. She's taken it way down to the end line. She's tried a crossing pass. I'm surprised that she wasn't called for sticks on your backswing and the follow through, especially if you're in the crowd. You can be called for sticks for it leads to dangerous play. We have a timeout. It looks like a self-start by a Mendon player has hit a Vestal player in her hand. If they stop play to tend for her, she must go out and can't stay on the field. Someone needs to come in and sub for her. It looks like Vestal will be getting a self-start. They must have decided that Mendon's hit was a dangerous hit. Right now it's interception by Mendon at the midpoint, stolen back by Vestal. She's going to the right. Players doing some pretty tight stick work across the outside top of the circle. Got very close to the left post, went off the stick of a Mendon player. The ball is coming up to the 25. What just happened there is the Mendon player trying to get the ball, lifted the stick over her head to be able to get around the player, and that is usually called. Mendon has good stick work, tight stick work going down the middle. It's been passed out to their right wing. You can try to poke the ball away from an opponent with what's called a jab, but you are not allowed to stick interfere. Nice crossing pass by Mendon to the middle. There's a shot, and it's wide to the right. So with 10 minutes left in the first half, it's the first shot on goal where the Vestal goalie has had to really move over quickly, and yet the ball went wide. Once again, Vestal is taking the ball out to the side to open up space. A hard cross went out of bounds, and it's coming all the way up to the 16. Yeah, Vestal just sent the ball out hard to the right sideline. Ball's at about the 10. They brought it back out, back down, and a hard cross. They seem to be looking for a person at the center top of the circle to get the play started in the circle. Mendon has the ball at the 35-yard line, coming in from the right sideline. And it's a long hit going all the way down. It is going to go out of bounds over the end line. It's almost a 70-yard hit. Vestal's got it way down at their 16 on the left-hand side. And we've got the ball back up to the 40 of Mendon. So right now a little bit of ping pong. Mendon did a flat pass to try to open things up, and Vestal stole it and started going the other way. Mendon has it back. Vestal's going down the right sideline. They've gotten it to the player in the middle, who sent it way back to a third-line defender. Coming back again to the middle. Mendon's trying to go down the right side again, and we have a jab by Vestal. Ball's out of bounds, off of Vestal. Vestal's got the ball. They've gotten the ball out to midfield. There's been a jab by the Mendon player, and Vestal keeps possession of the ball at about the 20-yard line, left-hand side. 6 minutes left in the half. We had a Vestal player leave the second line and come zooming in to try to take a shot on goal. It was taken away by Mendon. Mendon continues coming down into Vestal territory. They are now at the 25-yard line, left middle. We've got a pass to the top of the circle. No one there. Ball's coming out. A hard self-start. Goes way over the sideline on the right-hand side. Mendon has not been down in this part of the field. They're bringing it more to the central part of the field. We've got the ball coming into the circle. It didn't look like she was aiming for the goalkeeper. It looked like she was aiming for a teammate on the right-hand side, perhaps for a deflection. Ball's been stolen back by Mendon. Stolen back by Vestal. They're on the attack. Hard pass from Vestal from the 40 all the way down to the 30. Hard pass coming in too high. Goes back at the spot where the ball was hit. Off the Mendon foot. Right hand side for Vestal. Hard drive, trying to find the girl at the top of the circle. She's in the circle, but a foul is called, and the ball is going out for Mendon. Should have been called. She took a swing. She missed. Sticks in front. Mendon player was close enough. It was called against Vestal. We've got a reverse sweep, trying to send the ball left side into the center by the Vestal player, but it's gone out of bounds over the low left side. Hard drive all the way up to the 50-yard line. Hard cross again. The Mendon girl tried to make a stop. It looked like she might have slipped. It hit part of her body. It's a corner. Vestal's glancing over to the sideline. Sometimes teams have prearranged plays or prearranged order of plays. Sometimes if you're playing an unknown opponent or you're trying to see how the game is going, you might glance over to see if there's a particular play that they're going to use at this moment in time. Everybody has to start outside that black. Looks like a semicircle, but it's really not. And that was a misdirection. It went from right to left. And we do have a steal by the Mendon defender. We've got a steal back by the Vestal player who's bringing it back into the middle again. They keep looking for the girl at the top of the circle. Vestal's bringing the ball out wide. Ball out of bounds off of Mendon. This will be a self-start at about the 20, 15. Ball's got to go 5. It did. Out of bounds off of the Mendon girl. Ball goes all the way up to the 25. If a defender sends it over the end line and it looks like it's being done on purpose, the official can decide to award a corner instead of the 25 in. That was her first time doing it, so she's probably going to wait to see whether or not it becomes a regular thing, at which point it could get bumped up to a corner. Mendon has the ball at 25. It's another hard drive. And we're at halftime. The two coaches decide how much there will be. It can be anywhere from 5 to 7 to 10.
Just a reminder, the concession stand is open. We also appreciate your cooperation keeping our stadium clean by putting your garbage.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Coming into Lattimore on a daily basis is the highlight of my day. You know, we'll have patients coming in. As soon as they hit the physical therapist, we introduce ourselves and, you know, we bring them back, and you see a whole bunch of patients who are in pain, laughing and smiling and having a great time. And almost for that 1 hour that they're with us in PT, they're forgetting about all their problems. When you're lost with pain, reducing your quality of life, and then somebody there says, I can help you, there's no better feeling than that.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Muggs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/Muggs & More to see the many options and place your order today.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
If you're interested in staying involved with the sports you've enjoyed over the years, we may have an opportunity for you. Section 5 Athletics is currently looking for officials for several sports. Serving as a Section 5 official provides a great way to stay active, contribute to the sports you love, and earn money while making your own schedule. Visit section5.org/officials for more information and to express your interest.
It's time to get hyped with Varsity Media. We offer an array of video services sure to amp up your team. From staged preseason hype videos with custom lighting and smoke machines to sideline highlights of a big game. How can your team stand out from the crowd? Contact Varsity Media today and let us tailor something your squad will never forget. These are the best times of your life. Capture them in the most creative ways possible with the sports leader, Varsity Media.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. See you, Lino. See you later. Going long, wide open. Perazzi, he gets it. Perazzi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it. Touchdown. Punch, counter punch. The trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman. What a catch! This Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction. Make it! Touchdown! Touchdown East!
We're starting the second half. We've switched ends. They've had 7 minutes to figure out how to break this tie. Mendon has the ball. They have gotten down to the 30-yard line. Vestal has it back, and they're trying to get it back out to that left side. We've got an obstruction called. We're way over on the left-hand side now. Ball's been sent into the circle, Goalie's ready to make a play. Looked like a Mendon player was trying to extend her stick, but wasn't long enough to get to the ball. Ball's way over there on the left-hand side at the 20. Mendon's got it. Way down in the deep corner. Curling around, the ball wholly crossed the line. If the ball's on the line, the play is still good. If the ball wholly crosses the line, the ball is out of bounds. Vestal ball at the 16, 16-yard hit. 3 Mendon players 5 yards away. We've got a deep defender on the right-hand side of Mendon bursting through, trying to send the ball up to the next layer. Vestal got it back. Mendon got it back from them. When play restarts, it looks like players are very spread out, but it appears that the strategy of Vestal may be that when player number 6 on Mendon, Sophie Albano, gets the ball, that they are closing in on her. It almost looks like a double and a triple team. Oh, number 5. Oh, Libby, okay. I'm trying to figure out. It's hard to see numbers. Very controlled stick work, passed off to her teammate. She's taking it down the right side. She got past the first defender. Ball's gone off the stick of the Vestal player, and the ball's coming way back up to the 25. Mendon players are bumping up, so there's less distance between the layers. We've got the ball in the circle, but something's happened. Didn't see the sign by the official, but the ball's coming out for Vestal. Once again, a hard 50-yard drive all the way down to the 40 of the Mendon end, and we have a Vestal player staying with the defender, taking the ball away, and now sending it deep. We have a girl hanging around at the top of the circle. Mendon girl has gotten the ball and is bringing it out wide. Ball is in the circle. Defended by Mendon. Coming back in, Vestal. Popped up. Coming back out. Vestal seems to have a strategy on the self-start of Mendon to give them more than 5 yards. A good 10, sometimes 12 or 13 yards. Ball got into the middle of the circle, but the deep defender of Mendon has brought it out of trouble. Mendon ball, 25-yard line out, over on the right-hand side. Mendon's also using the long drive to send the ball down the field. They're coming down the right-hand side. Nice jab and poke by the Mendon player to keep the ball alive. And yet the ball is coming out for Vestal. Vestal player tried to go from the left outside to the center. It got picked off by a Mendon player, but gotten back by the Vestal player. Vestal player started coming right, but instead of going all the way down the alley, she's gotten it to the middle. The middle girl is taking it over to the left side. She's using a reverse stick to try to send it into the circle, and we have a corner. Must have gone off the foot of a Mendon player. Mendon defenders putting on their face masks. It's not mandatory. It looks like 3 out of the 4 are putting on face masks. Once again, the Vestal players are looking to the sideline to see what play is being called for this corner. The ball is placed 10 yards from the goal post. The inserter's foot can cross the line. Ball is out of the circle. It's back in. It's gone back to the inserter. Ball got crossed right in the middle. Shot on goal. We have a defensive save by a defensive player, not the goalie. Crossed over. Well done, well done. with a dive and going off the outside of the right post. We have another corner. Down low, hard cross, stopped by the Mendon player. Ball popped up to the Vestal player in the middle. She took a shot at the goalie. The goalie made a save. Ball's coming out, Mendon. Long hit to Mendon out to the 40. Intercepted by Vestal. Back by Mendon. Mendon out to the right alley. Right wing's taking it down. She's gotten by her player. Picked up another player. Still going. Way down in the corner. Vestal player has it back. Second layer tried to get it and missed. And yet, off of someone's foot, coming out Vestal. We have a lifted ball. Knocked down by Vestal, but it knocked down onto her leg. Self-start for Mendon. 50-yard line, close to the sideline. She rocks back to do a drive. Lifted, but no one was in the way. These hard hits keep getting picked up by the second and third layer of Vestal. Ball is saved over on the sideline and then goes off of the sideline. We've got Mendon with the ball. We've got one Mendon player on the left-hand side already in the circle, but we've got a Vestal player marking her man-to-man, player to player. Instead of going right in, they've put it way down to the right corner. She's done a hard crossing pass. It has deflected off the Vestal player, out of bounds over the end line. The ball is way back up at the 25 again. Out to the right. Nobody's with her. Sends a crossing pass. It's in the middle of the circle. We've got a save by the Vestal goalie. We've got a save by a Vestal defender, another Vestal defender. We have a corner for Mendon. Mendon players seem to be talking among themselves. Did not see him glance over to the sideline. They are used to taking lots of corners in games. They have great variety on their corners. The ball has been inserted to the left top. Ball's going right down to the right bottom and coming out. It had come up to the top. It went down to the right bottom. It got sent to the center of the goal line. The left wing down low came sliding over and tried to get it past the end line, and it didn't work. And the ball went out for Vestal. Mendon's coming back down again, down the right-hand side. Vestal's got most of their players on the one half of the field. Nobody's over on this closest side. Ball just got switched, just got sent in. Slight lift. Kept going towards the end line, no one there to add their stick and send it past the goalkeeper. Ball's coming out, Vestal. She sends it way over to the left side, hard enough that it's going out of bounds. Ball's coming in by Mendon over in front of the Vestal bench. That particular time, Vestal had more players close to the self-start than they have been, and one was successful bursting through and stealing it. Vestal still has the ball. We have the one girl down low has come back to get the ball. She still has the ball. It's been taken. Got too far away from her, and the Mendon girl got it. And we have a ball coming out of the circle. We have a Mendon girl right in the middle of the circle waiting for a crossing pass. The ball went from the right alley into the right inner spot, never found the girl in the center, and it's the Vestal defense coming out. Hard drive. Sent to the stick of a player in the center, which popped up into a crowd coming out. Ball is coming out. Another hard drive. All the way to the farthest player on Vestal. She still has the ball. It's the left wing. Stolen by the right back of Mendon. She sends a long pass. Went off the leg of the Vestal player. Ball is restarting at the 40. Hard drive into the circle, going wide right. They keep trying to find the Mendon girl in the center of the circle, and one of the Vestal defenders is waiting back there, and when the ball is coming in, she is bursting to the ball, beating her to the ball. We've just come to the end of the third quarter. The score is still a scoreless tie. We're going to a commercial.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net. We are still scoreless. We are beginning the fourth quarter.
if it's still scoreless at the end of the fourth quarter, there will be a, I believe, 5-minute timeout. You then will have a new procedure where it will be 7-on-7, and it's sudden victory. So it's not like you get an automatic 10 minutes and someone scores and someone has time to match it. It's sudden victory, which means the first team that can put the ball in the net, game over. If it's still tied at the end of that first 10-minute overtime, it would be a second one. If it's still tied after that, it's a shootout, individual players against a goalie. But that's a long ways away. Right now, I'm sure both teams are trying to get the ball in the net so that the game can be decided in regulation. Right now, Mendon has the ball, and Mendon player was obstructed by one of the Vestal players. They have it at the 45-yard line coming in Vestal territory. Once again, they're trying to do hard hits. They're getting it to the player in the center who's got very good control and can maneuver in a crowd, but she's having trouble getting the ball to the people waiting in the circle. She has the ball now outside the circle. She went the 5 yards. She sent it into the circle. It's down low, but went out of bounds before anyone had a chance to take a shot. Ball out of bounds off of the Vestal player trying to take it down the sideline, and we have Mendon at the 40. Mendon gets the ball again. Mendon player went to play the ball, and her stick got hooked by a Vestal player. Vestal has the ball on the left side and has been stolen in the middle by one of the Mendon players. Crashed into two Vestal players. Mendon keeps the ball up at the 25 in the center. We've got three players in the circle. They've sent it way down to the right bottom corner of the field. It's in the circle now. It's a reverse hit. It's a save by Vestal goalie. Must have hit one of her teammates because a corner is being called. Mendon team is gathering. They have not looked to the sideline, as far as I can tell, for a play. They have something in mind. Three across the top in the middle. It goes up to the top right. Hard drive, a save of the original shot. And off of the goalie's pads, going out of bounds. Way over by the sideline, but over the end line. Therefore, it's way back up at the 25. That's one of the hardest original shots we've had on a corner for the entire game. Ball back down low. Ball is in the circle. Ball has been popped and sent from right to left. Teammate waiting on the left side couldn't add her stick to have it try to go past the goalie. Ball's coming out on the right-hand side. Vestal player looking for teammates, swinging it way over to the other side of the field. She has found their left wing, left mid, bringing it to the center of the field. Got a player bringing it down the right side. trying to send a crossing pass, but it gets stopped by a Mendon player. Mendon player showing great patience and stick work. There's 2, if not 3, people on Sophie Albano all the time. We had a Vestal player ready to do a breakaway, taken away by the Mendon player as she turned around and started going towards the goal. Vestal's just outside the circle down low on the left-hand side. Mendon player has managed to send it all the way out to the left sideline. Back down to the left bottom part of the field. Coming into the top left of the circle. Coming out for Mendon. Hard drive again, way out to the 40. Past the Mendon teammate to a Vestal player. Ball on the sideline with Mendon. Sending it down right side. Great individual one-on-one play occurring when people get the ball. Ball's coming back out to the left again. Going down the left sideline. She's able to maneuver the ball with just her left hand holding the stick. As long as the ball is only hit with the flat side of the stick, ball's alive. Mendon goalie just did a save. Ball went out over the right sideline. Hard drive to the middle. Mendon had it, but Vestal got it back, still in the middle. Going left, pull back right. Ball's into the top of the circle. Pops up, Mendon girl has it, bringing it out left. Ball's coming in with Vestal. We've got a player down by the penalty stroke mark. For Vestal, waiting in the circle. Ball is sent to the mid. Ball's entering the circle. Ball's coming out by a Mendon player. Taken back in by a Vestal player, bringing it way out to the left bottom part of the field. Trying to do a reverse cross, and the ball goes out of bounds. We are more than halfway through the fourth quarter. The score remains 0-0. Remember, there's no timeouts. Hard drive. Just went out of bounds, past the goal cage. The hard drive started outside the circle. Remember, someone on the attacking team would have had to touch the ball with their stick in order for the goal to count if the ball had gone into the goal cage. Vestal tried to find a player on the right-hand side down low. Ball went out of bounds over the end line. Mendon left side, bringing it out. going on an angle out of bounds at 35-yard line. We've got a lifted ball by Vestal. They attempted to send the ball across. It got stolen by Mendon, got stolen back by Vestal. Coming back down that left side. Left side low. We've got an attempt to have the ball get in front of the goal cage, but there's been a call and the ball is coming out. Another hard drive. Stopped by Vestal. Bringing it to the middle. Popping up. Ball is supposed to stay very close to the surface of the turf. Vestal seems to be backing up a little bit, perhaps to have time to react to these hard drives. The hard drive has gone all the way over on a diagonal. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but it didn't. It was saved over on the 20-yard line, and then the ball was sent on an angle towards the goalkeeper. No save needed. Ball's coming out Vestal. We have less than 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and the score still remains 0-0. We had two different Vestal defenders missed the ball. Ball went out to left wing of Mendon, and no shot on goal. Shot on goal, but a soft one that was handled by the goalie. Mendon still has the ball in that left deep corner. Vestal gets the ball and is bringing it out. It bounced off the Mendon player, but play continued because Vestal kept the ball. Vestal has the ball on the right side. They're going down the right alley. No one's in the way. We have a cross. Got a reverse sweep. Getting it up to the next layer, but intercepted by Vestal off of Mendon's foot. Free hit coming in. She's got to go 5. She has. She's winding up for a crossing pass. Nothing on it. Coming out. Jumps over the stick of the Vestal player. "25-yard line. Popped over the stick of the Mendon player. She drifts out to her left, pulls it back into the center. Huge backswing, no one around. The ball got in the circle. It's back out. Vestal again. Mendon has the ball back. Vestal again gets the ball in the circle. One girl in the circle. Sends it to the middle. Nobody there. 2 people there, but they can't get it. Swing and a miss. Mendon player close enough that he gets called for a dangerous play. With 1 minute and 53 seconds, Mendon has the ball in the left deep part of the field. The left wing player gets it stolen. It's back down to Vestal. Instead of taking it down the right side, they've decided to get it to the middle. Center player dragged it across the top of the circle, tried to make a play. We have a whistle and we have a corner. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the game. The clock continues. At the college level, when they have a corner, the clock is stopped. At the high school level, it continues. As soon as everybody's in place, the official will blow the whistle. The inserter can insert the ball. We have less than 1 minute. Less than 1 minute. Ball is outside the circle. It is stolen by the chaser. Chaser has it. She's still trying to keep control of it. It's gotten taken back by the Vestal player. Vestal player tries to get it centered. We have a whistle coming out. 41 seconds left in the regulation game. Ball's in the deep right part of the field. The Mendon player is taking a hit. It was touched by a Vestal stick but kept going. Mendon still has the ball. We have 26 seconds. We're at the 50-yard line. She's got 3 people around her. She's dumped it out to the right wing. The right wing is getting rid of the ball. She has a girl that's come over to get her pass. We have 13 seconds left. We have a crossing pass, and we have a whistle. Way over on the left alley. Looks like we're going to go to overtime. The horn goes off. It's going to be 5 minutes until we have the first, and could be only, overtime period.
We'll play a 10-minute sudden victory, 7-7 overtime period.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
The beautiful thing for me getting into this profession is the ability to work and to get to know patients, establish that rapport, that relationship with the individual. You see them go from where they start, you get to know that person, they become a part of your life, you become a part of that patient's life, and then you see them improve. I always tell the people that I work with and the patients that I see, nobody wants to be injured, nobody wants to be hurt, nobody wants to have to go through rehabilitation. So to make that environment a friendly environment and a welcoming place for people to come in and want to be a part of, because experiencing that Lattimore way where you actually maybe want to go to therapy and want to get better, it makes a big difference.
Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Mugs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/mugsandmore to see the many options and place your order today.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
One man to beat. Collier can't get him. Baker gives Victor the lead. Headed by McQuaid and in they score. The Braves get it back. Quick shot. There's score for San Diego. Right open for Rossi. He gets it. Touchdown McQuaid. Punch. Counter punch. Out of the shot and a goal. Dribble handoff to Shatters. What do you think? Bang. Brings heaven. Let's see. They shoot it. Score.
We start the first of a possible 2 sudden victory overtimes. It's going to be 10 minutes long. We will have 7 players, a goalie plus 6 players. It's still 100 yards long, 60 yards wide. You still need to have the ball inside the circle and have it touch an attacker's stick in order for it to count. If it goes in the net. The other thing that's different is that if there is a corner, there is 1 less person back on the corner. So it's a goalie plus 3. A goalie plus 3. Oftentimes you have a strategy for how you're going to handle this. Many times it falls apart, and it's a matter of who can scramble and who can be creative and who can make something happen. It can be quite dramatic and also traumatic. It looks like Mendon has the ball first. And overtime has begun. Teams can have any kind of formation that they want. At this point in time, it looks like Mendon might be playing with 2 on the front, 2 in the middle, 1 up for a third layer. We have a crossing pass by Vestal. We have an interception by the Mendon player. She has it. She looks like a forward. She has just done a pass. We have another pass. We have the player taking it, bringing it back in, sending it deep. Taken by Vestal at the top of the circle, but taken back by Mendon. We have a shot. We have a save. The goalie's down. The goalie dives. The ball goes out of bounds. Mendon has played in overtime because they do have a tie in the regular season play. I have no idea if Vestal has found themselves in that situation. We had Vestal trying to go left like they did during regulation. Instead, it got stolen by a Mendon player. She's taken it down to the right corner of the field. It's over to the middle. We have a shot. Oh! From up here, it looked like it was on target. Up and over, and a shot just past the right goal post. We have Mendon with the breakaway. She has a teammate with her on the left side. We have the Mendon player staying with her, reaching around, trying to get her stick on the ball. She wasn't able to get the pass off that she wanted. Mendon player tried to get it out to her teammate. Instead, it was intercepted by Vestal. Vestal takes it down to the right corner. Ball's coming what looked like across the end line, but it must have gone over the end line. Mendon has the ball at the 16-yard line. It's a hard shot that lifted a little bit, but play continued. Vestal sent it from the right to the center. She took a shot. It was wide right past the goalkeeper. Mendon has the ball again. Last time she went left. This time she still goes left. Ball got deflected off to a Vestal sick to the second layer of Vestal. We have a shot. We have a save. Ball got lifted by the goalkeeper. Very high. Corners being awarded. Remember for the corner during overtime, there is one less person. So it's goalie plus 3. The people that may be their usual corner people might not be in overtime. We have an insert from the other side. It goes to the top right. It got dumped off to the left. It's a dummy through her feet. We have a shot and a miss. And the ball is going out. Here comes Mendon. Vestal people are recovering. They're getting back to help. Ball's going down to that bottom right corner. Mendon player didn't come over to help out. Vestal has the ball. Going out left, an attempt by Sophie Albano to steal it, but Vestal has it. She popped it over the stick. She has a teammate in the middle. One girl to get by. Girl at the top of the circle. A teammate comes here. We have a shot. We have a girl in behind the goalie. Ball's coming out. Ball's picked up. Long hit. Could go out of bounds, might stay, could stay. Looks like it is going to stay. It's way down at the 15. Mendon's got the ball. She's all by herself. She has one player to beat. She centers the ball but doesn't have a teammate. The goalie makes a play but kicks it. Luckily. And we had a Vestal player cut in front of the girl that had the ball, bringing the ball out. It's going to be a corner. Goalie plus 3. Taking time to get on their face masks. Fewer players, 3 with 1 backing up. The inserter sends it out left top. We've got the inserter way down by the left post. We've got a reverse, knocked down. It's a high shot, knocked down with the gloves of the goalie. Ball's coming out. The ball came out so fast it went by the Vestal teammate before she turned around. We have 3 minutes left. We're down at the other end. The ball is still alive. It's in the circle. She's taking it to the end line. Ball has been stopped. We had an attempt at a steal. Vestal got it back. She's coming in. Goalie does a left-footed kick to clear the ball, but we have a corner. 2:59 left in the first overtime. Vestal's taking the time to look over to their bench. Taking the time to figure out which corner might be the most successful. Last time they had a corner, it was taken on the other side. They have a timeout during overtime.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
I'm not sure who called the timeout, but you have to have possession of the ball in order to have a timeout. So I would say Vestal is the one that called the timeout. They're the first ones to return to the field. They have brought the ball back to the same side that they did the last time. Remembered it went up to the top. The ball got centered, and they let the ball go through the legs of the girl in the middle and ended up over on the left top. We'll see if it's the same play or if they have it looking that way so that something else can be successful. Top shot. And it didn't look like they were aiming for the goal cage where the goalkeeper was. It looked like they had a teammate that was starting at the left top who drifted down outside the left post. She was aiming for her, and she probably would have deflected it or controlled it and tried to send it past the goalie, but it went past her. And off the stick of Mendon because Vestal has the ball. They're bringing it across the top. We've got another shot. Mendon defender stops it at the penalty stroke mark. She gets it out to a girl at the 25. Out to the right, going up towards the 50-yard line. Ball's left side. Vestal's got it again. Same girl that brings it down that left side. She stops, tries crossing it. Ball is jumping around, not staying near enough to the ground. It's a call for Mendon going out. Mendon's ball, we only have one person 5 yards away. Then we've got two people waiting 15 yards away. Seems to have done the trick. She gets by the one person. She sends it in to her teammate. Must have hit her feet. Mendon ball anywhere on the edge of the circle. We are down to 1 minute, less than 1 minute. We have a hard drive, diagonally going to the left, coming out at about the 45-yard line. We have 45 seconds left. She's got the ball. She's sending it to the middle. No one bursts through to get the interception. Player still has it in the middle. Tight little stick work. Teammate comes to help her out. She's taking it down low. She still has it down low, and we have some interference with her stick, and we have a corner. 22 seconds left. Because the corner got called, and even though time will expire before the corner is taken, the corner gets to be played out. Either a goal is scored, the attack team makes a mistake, and it's over. The ball is up. It's got to be in. We have an original shot and just wide left. And because it went off the stick of the attacking team, the corner is over and the first overtime is over. It looks like we have 4 minutes between the first and second sudden victory overtime. Remember, they've already played 60 minutes with an additional 10, so we're up to 70 minutes, and we have people.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Coming into Lattimore on a daily basis is the highlight of my day. You know, we'll have patients coming in. As soon as they hit the physical therapist, we introduce ourselves and, you know, we bring them back, and you see a whole bunch of patients who are in pain, laughing and smiling and having a great time. And almost for that 1 hour that they're with us in PT, they're forgetting about all their problems. When you're lost with pain, reducing your quality of life, and then somebody there says, I can help you, there's no better feeling than that.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Mugs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/mugsandmore to see the many options and place your order today.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
Here we go. We are into the second sudden victory overtime. The score is still 0-0. We've changed ends. Vestal has the ball. Mendon has it and is bringing it to the right. Vestal's taking it back, bringing it down the left side with one hand on the stick. We have a jab by Mendon, but control is kept by Vestal. We have a steal by Mendon. We have a dodge. We have one player to get by, but a defender has come up and gotten the ball back. We have the Mendon player coming up. This is the player that was having 2 and 3 people on her during regulation. Ball is going up. Front layer of Vestal coming back out to the other girl on the forward line. 3 people are on attack, 1 person in the second layer for Vestal. Poked away by Mendon. Too deep. Taken in by Vestal. Mendon has the ball at the 30. Sending it out wide to the right. She sends it immediately back to the middle. Girl waits for it in the middle. Stick interference coming out Vestal. Top of the circle. Coming out wide left. Controlled by the Vestal player. Mendon player waiting for her. She's gotten by the first Mendon player. Ball has gone out of bounds off of the Mendon player. She has switched fields. It's going way over to the other sideline. There's a shift by the Mendon players. Coming back into the center again. We have a Mendon player that has managed to intercept it. Ball's on the left side, coming in the middle. Too far ahead. Vestal player gets it off of the Mendon stick, taken in by a teammate on the second layer. She pokes it to her teammate, but intercepted by Vestal. Vestal to another teammate out to the right side, bringing it down deeper, finally sent to the middle. Does a quick move. She is in the circle. She pulls it back again. She misses the shot. Coming in, still alive. Reverse sweep. Sending the ball out of bounds by the Mendon player. Ball is on the right sideline at the 12-yard line. Vestal player goes deeper, attempts to send a crossing pass, but mishits the ball. Mendon sends it up to the one girl that's up on the first layer. Intercepted. Mendon's got it back. Player is trying to send it to the second layer. She pulls it to her right. Off the stick and then out of bound off the Vestal player. Mendon player looking down the field. She has player to her left, and she's sending a long ball down the right sideline. It's staying in, and it's out past the cone. It'll be a 16-yard hit, about 6 feet in from the left sideline for Vestal. Mendon player waiting at the first layer, gets her stick on it but can't control it. Vestal player has it, brings it to the center. She's in the middle of the field. She's gone, changed direction, is going forward. Back to the right again. Hard drive to her teammate over in the right alley. She continues taking it up, sends it to her teammate in the middle. The teammate in the middle is trying to get by two players. We have a double team. The player must have gone off the Mendon player, and we have a Vestal corner. Score is still 0-0. This is a different side than when they were at the other end taking their corners in the first overtime. It's going to the girl at the top left. She's outside the circle. She's in. She swept it. Stopped by the goalie. Rebounded off of her. Mendon player trying to get the ball. Turns her back. And play continues. Dumped off to her teammate. Intercepted by Mendon. Going into the circle. Hard drive. The one player playing way back for Vestal comes and gets it at the 40, brings it out to the 50. Looking for her teammate on the right sideline. She's accompanied by a Mendon player. The ball gets quickly centered. Mendon player had a stick on it. Vestal has it back. Takes a shot at the goal cage, but it's about 6 to 10 feet wide right. Mendon has the ball at the 16-yard line. Two people on the back layer, two people in the middle layer. Vestal's got it back, coming down the left side. She's running out of space. Mendon player has it on her stick. A little bit of stick work here, off her foot. Coming out Mendon. We have one Mendon player going up. We have two Mendon players going up. Pass is going out, but taken by the second layer of Vestal. Good burst by the Vestal player. Pops it over the stick of the Mendon player. Keeps coming into the circle. Setting the ball up. Just misses. Hits the right goal post. Rebounds off. Vestal player gets it. Mendon player gets it back. Ball is coming out. Mendon sends it in the middle where there is a Vestal player, and she steals it away. She lifts the ball past the ear of the Mendon player, coming out. Self-start Mendon. Oh, man. Mendon ball, 45-yard line. 2 people back. The rest are recovering. It's going long. It's off her stick. Goalie comes up. She has kicking privileges as long as she's in the circle. She was very close to the edge of the circle, but still in the circle. Vestal player decides at the top of the circle to send a hard clearing pass over the right sideline of Mendon. Mendon's got a player down low. She's there with the ball. She enters the circle. Off of the stick of a Vestal defender. Ball's at the 25 with the Mendon player. Top right, 25. Still needs to take the ball 5 yards before the ball can enter the circle. She's dumped it off to a teammate. She lifts it over the stick of the Vestal player. The ball goes in. It's been saved by the goalie. Sends it to the left top edge of the circle. Her teammate gets it. Sends it down the left sideline. She's approaching the goalie. And Mendon defender getting back. And with 1 minute and 33 seconds left, we have another Vestal corner. Looks like we have a substitution for Mendon. She's not allowed to re-enter. She can't enter and take the place of the person that just came off until the ball is touched. The inserter inserts, she's in. Ball's at the top. Still outside the circle. She sends it down low, and it goes out of bounds over the end line. 59 seconds left in the second sudden victory overtime. It's going to be a self-start for Mendon. We have one player close by for Vestal, off the foot of the Mendon player. Vestal's allowed to keep the ball, still has it. We have deep defender coming up for Vestal. We have another defender shooting through from Mendon. We have 26 seconds left. Vestal's got the ball coming down the right sideline. She decides to send it to her teammate in the middle. She carries it to her left, pulls it back to her right. Mendon defender pokes the stick around. It's going to be a lifted ball over the goal cage and a free hit going out. We have 2 seconds left. And we are going to a shootout. And we'll go to commercial. We'll let you know what a shootout entails when we come back from the commercial.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Coming into Lattimore on a daily basis is the highlight of my day. You know, we'll have patients coming in. As soon as they hit the physical therapist, we introduce ourselves and, you know, we We bring them back and you see a whole bunch of patients who are in pain, laughing and smiling and having a great time. And almost for that 1 hour that they're with us in PT, they're forgetting about all their problems. When you're lost with pain, reducing your quality of life, and then somebody there says, I can help you, there's no better feeling than that.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Looking for a great way to commemorate this season's sectionals? Section 5 Athletics is excited to work with Mugs & More to offer a variety of apparel options for each sport and each season. Items include graphics specifically developed to feature the sport and year, including items such as hoodies, hats, pants, and more. Apparel for each season is available for a limited time, so don't miss your chance. Visit section5.org/mugsandmore to see the many options.
Okay, we have gone through 4 quarters, 15 minutes each. We've gone through 2 10-minute sudden victories, 7-on-7 overtime periods. We are now going to a shootout. It is a full set of 5 players alternating, 1 from each team, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Player with the ball starts with the ball at the 25-yard line. Goalie starts in the cage. Whistle blows, player with the ball approaches the circle. She has 10 seconds to get a shot off and to score. The goalie leaves the goal cage, can approach her, wait for her decision. If there's 10 seconds for all of that to happen, if the shooter takes a shot and there's still time at the clock and there hasn't been a foul or it hasn't gone out of bounds, she's allowed to try to take another shot. We go through a full set of 5. If the score is still tied at that point, you would do another full set of 5. If the score is still tied at that point, it would then be sudden victory shootout. When they have these new rules, they often try it at the international level and then it drifts down to the collegiate level, and it has finally drifted down to the high school level. They've been doing this particular way of breaking ties for a little bit of time, so it's not brand new. During the timeout, the coaches would have, or people from the team that are in charge of those kinds of things, would have needed to enter into the scorebook the number of the uniform of the people taking these shootouts. If they have made a mistake and put in the wrong number, the number of the player who has the number of what is entered in the scorebook must perform what needs to be done. The two teams are on either side of the field. They are not in the center part of the field so that it doesn't interfere with the vision of the goalie. There are many different ways that you can have a tiebreaker. This is the one that they have chosen for this year. There is strategy for who goes in what order. A little bit of the mental game as far as, do you want someone that probably is going to be successful to get your team on the board, to put the pressure on the other team? If you don't have 5 players, where do you hide maybe your 5th player that's not as comfortable? Where do you hide her in the batch of 5? Hopefully you have 5 players that are prepared for this opportunity. Okay, we had the Mendon player approach. She entered the circle. The goalkeeper came out. She was trying to make a move on her to the non-stick side of the goalie, and the goalie stuck her stick out and poked the ball away and out of the circle. So no points for Mendon. We now have the Mendon goalie goes in the goal cage, and we now have the first Vestal player. 1-on-1, player versus the goalie. Has to be in the circle for the goal to count. She has 10 seconds. She can take more than one. And right now we're tied. We're still at 0-0. Player number 2 for Mendon. Waiting for the whistle. Here we go. Goalie came out, ended up going off the stick of the goalie, so that's twice now that the Vestal goalie has used her stick. The ball went off the stick and hit the leg of the Mendon player, and because it was a foul, the shootout was over for that particular player from Mendon. We're now going to player number 2. She's entered the circle. Mendon goalie seems to be waiting. She's down. She's got, and she went down. Vestal player still kept control of the ball. She couldn't reach far enough to get the ball before the Vestal player poked it by her and in the net. It's the first ball to be in a net for this entire game. We're not over, though. It's not sudden victory. We are full set of 5. We are at girl number 3 for Mendon. Vestal goalie comes out. Remember, she used her stick. She's trying to use her stick again. Ball is still alive. There's still time. Takes a hard drive. Good stop by the goalie. Still time. She takes a shot. Stopped by the goalie and ran out of time. Right now, we have Vestal ahead, 1-0. Mendon goalie going back into the goal cage. Third shot for Vestal. She goes right at her. She brings it to the left. She brings it to the right. Ball is stopped. Goalie is down, tries to reach it again, and time was still left, and the ball got poked by her. Vestal now has 2. Girl number 4 for Mendon. Girl 4 and girl 5 from Mendon must make a goal, otherwise it's over. She carries the ball on her stick. She comes right at the goalie. She lifts it over the goalie and over the goal cage. Game is over. Vestal did not need to go to girl number 4 or girl number 5. Vestal will advance to Saturday's game versus the winner of the Class B
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
We want to thank everyone for doing their part in these challenging times.
No matter where we work from, we're still here protecting you and your family's rights.
We want you to know that we will always be here for you and your family.
Using our technology so we can protect you and your family no matter where we are.
For your free consultation, call or text 262-COMP today.
Your workers' comp attorneys.
Coming into Lattimore on a daily basis is the highlight of my day. We'll have patients coming in. As soon as they hit the physical therapist, we introduce ourselves and we bring them back, and you see a whole bunch of patients who are in pain, laughing and smiling and having a great time. And almost for that 1 hour that they're with us in PT, they're forgetting about all their problems. When you're lost with pain, reducing your quality of life, and then somebody there says, I can help you, there's no better feeling than that.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming,